Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, this is Oswald Lyric Vivider with Hydroneer. This is part 5, setting up tier 2. So, last night I avoided the boredom of you watching me choke out the room, or like housing out the room. What I do is I use these to help me. By laying some floor tiles down, you can almost get an image of how far back you can go. So what I did was I counted from this part of the wall here and go all the way back to this wall with these floor tiles, and then I brought them from where that set of pipes were, where that marker is there, and I basically counted back that way, and then I gut the room out entirely. Had to make a few minor changes here and there with the layout, and unfortunately I cut a little bit too far back. But and then you just use the rake just to shape it out a bit, flatten it off, and go over things that need to be overgone. And now we're just setting up the drills. I'll be removing the light sources and placing them somewhere else so that I can get the drill set up. And I've designed the drills so that they're fed by they're going to be fed by one box, including that they're going to be fed by one feed. So we're going to have one of these shard boxes per drill set and conveyor belt, and that will help us just isolate the room off. I'm going to take that out and fill that back in. It's not really going to work for me having two pipe systems. It's just too much of a mess around to do it that way. However, I have split the chain, so I've got a T pipe on this corner here where it's going to come round. That's going to get taken out for obvious reasons. It doesn't actually need to be there, and we're just going to carry on setting up the pipe system, get the first layer of drills in, work out how much we need. I've actually got enough resources now for filling the entire room out with drills, so we're going to go off and do that. We're also going to buy all the conveyor belts and all the pipe work and various other bits and pieces, and then once that's all done, we're going to turn the machines on and hopefully start earning more achievements. By that point we should, within probably about half an hour to an hour, be able to be ready for tier 3. So the idea being, straight away I will probably work on setting up the room for tier 3 while I'm building the resources, and possibly I might have to go off and do a lot of missions because the pipe work for tier 3 is a bit much. So let me try and get that. There we go. You can go on there. There's another one over here as well that I couldn't find yesterday. Oh, there you are. I also need to set up that staircase because jumping up and down it all day long is driving me nuts. So I've got 2 van loads of stuff, which I'm taken down so far. I've got way more stuff to go and buy, and I've earned about 5 million in iron. So yeah, got lots of iron, lots of it, and I mean loads of it. I've also changed the main pipe for the core stone pipe. So my main pipe is now core stone. I'm just hoping that I've got enough resources to add to it. So I want to change out as soon as I can, and I've got enough. I'm going to change it out. Change out the upgrades for it, so I've got the extra boost on it, just simply because I've noticed that it's at 370 at the moment, even with 4 of them. It's not made a massive difference on the pressure, so I've changed the pipe out, and it's not actually reading any more pressure even though I've put these on. Which is a bit of a pain, really. And I've got all my iron and core, I can't, lithium or something like that, set up so I can literally go off and make my drills. I'll have enough now for the whole room, and then it's just branching off and finding tier 3. So I'm gonna go and find a decent place for tier 3. I want to really think about saving it and backing the file up before I do that, because if I make a mistake I can always go back and figure stuff out and then make changes. I mean, it's not too much of a difficult thing to make slight changes here and there, but when they're as like yesterday when I was housing that, by the time it was about 2 in the morning when I finally got to this edge here, and I almost went a little bit too far on this edge, and I had to get the spade out and fix it. Luckily I had a lot of the roof still left to do at that point, so it wasn't too much hassle to go around and use the roof in to fill the gaps in the wall. I mean, you might ask why, but I mean, it's because I want it all nice. Why not? I spent all that time doing it, why not? So I kind of like making the wall nice and flat. Not going too OCD into it or not, but it will do. It looks, you know, as good as it should be. I'm happy with how it is. I just want to get all the stone templates in and fill it all out with stone at some point. That's not where that going is. Right, so that's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drills. Oh no, it's for 6 drills. So I now need to just find tier, excuse me, I now need to just find tier 3, and once that's done I'm going to set up the farm. And I tried to work out the easiest possibility of actually having the water system just go straight into here, having a pressure gauge in here, and then it going down, and then from there, and then working it that way. But whichever way I looked at it, I was either going to use more space or less space, and unfortunately it was going to be me using a bit more space, so the drills would have had to have been on the opposite side. It would have been a bit of a pain. Mind you, saying that, if I'd have, I didn't think of that, but then again that still would have been another 15 on top, so it would have actually been set 90, so I'd have had to have that room 20 by 22 altogether instead of it being a 14, just simply because it would have been 3 blocks per drill set, which would have been a bit of a pain. So right, so that's where that goes, and then I'm gonna have to probably bend it down and then bend it out again. I've also got to figure out a way of getting the line installed. I might have to use a T-bar to plumb in the pipe work. So yeah, I'll probably use a T-bar at the top and then just send it down and underneath. It all depends on whether I've got space to do it or not. I'm trying to figure out a way of doing it. I'll figure it out. Even if that means using corks. And at this very precise moment, I've actually got enough drills for almost 3 sets of drills. I'm only actually missing 1 drill, but I've got enough collothium on me now and iron to set up the whole room of drills, which is good. I might want to run off and get some more lights at some point, just so I can put more light down in the room. Other than that, it's good to rock and roll. And then I'm not sure whether I'm going to upgrade all of the pipe. I mean, I'd have to do a lot of missions to upgrade all of the piping to the tier 3 pipe. It would be much better, obviously, because it's you're talking about a lot of pressure being regained, and I mean a lot of pressure. I would certainly increase the pressure by a dramatic amount, but unfortunately I'd probably need to earn a good 200,000 in prospect tokens in order to do so. There's no need for an up pipe either. In fact, if I look, I could actually probably... No, because that's the pipe leading up. I was just thinking I could branch it off on a T pipe, but it's not going to work that way, because that needs to come round the back of here all the way to the top, and then feed in by a T pipe, then a box, and then it needs to come up and down. So I need to think about how I'm gonna plumb it all in. Would have been really useful to have like a pipe with almost like a triangular pipe, where you had a pipe going left, an X and Y axis pipe. Would have been really useful to have in this game, I believe. Would have been really handy, because you could have then, you know, for this corner bit here, I could have had it just come straight down and on that corner, but I wouldn't have really needed it, but it would have been quite useful to have that sort of pipe. I do believe I'm slowly running out of pipe work, which isn't a bad thing, but I still need to think about the pipes that I'm going to need to get the room up and running with, and I'm not entirely sure how many I've got left. Ugh. Let me just try something a second. I think I've just figured it out. Yeah, I have. Right, get in place. There we go. So that controls all of it. All I've got to do is put a cork in there, run the pipe down this way, and feed it in that way. It's done. Instead of running it across the top. There we go. Like so. And that's all it done. It's going to go from the pressure valve all the way down there and feed into all of them, and then round there and into that.
Huh?
9. I've got no more repair kits. And I've run out of pipe. So that's hopefully going to be enough pipe. There's got to be a cork around here somewhere. Yeah, right there.
Huh?
Wrong way. There you go. So it's going to go up into the chute and then into the... Right, so I'm going to have to head off to the shop and get some more pipe. Um, no, it's not going to work. Well, actually, it could work. Yeah. That would actually save some space. And that would work to the point where I just thought we've got all these gaps. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, oh, typical. That's all wrong. Fuck's sake.
Huh?
That first one needs...
Huh?
Oh, shut the fuck up and get on the floor. That can be a T-pipe. No, that's a corner pipe, Ollie. How about just get on the fucking floor? Right, so if my first drill needs to be there, because what I'm thinking of doing is actually setting up a drill either side of it. So that would have to be a T-pipe. Which would, in essence, save me some space on piping. And also the fact that I wouldn't need so many harvesters. Right, so that pipe there would need to be one of those. Oh no! Corner pipes. Cross-junction pipes would have been brilliant. It's not going to work. It's simply because of how the southern drill is. And the only other way of working that would have been how about get fucked? Right, so new plan of action. Which isn't a bad idea because it's going to diminish, one, the space we're going to use, and two, the pressure system and expensive piping. And I wish I could have done that on the opposite room, but the problem was where the pipes are fit behind, it wouldn't have made any sense to do it that way, because you'd be talking about using 5 spaces for 2 drills rather than Because if you'd have to have a conveyor belt to drill either side and then a pipe work behind each one, which would have been pointless. So you're talking about using one more extra space for two sets of drills to be fed off the same thing, rather than conjoining them together the way I did with using the conveyor belt system to plumb in the water supply for the next system. It just made perfect sense. Whereas this one, we've then got one box per two drills and one harvester, which means I need 3 harvesters altogether, and I'm pretty much using 3 spaces for that. So I'm going to be taking up 9 spaces for this room in drill setup. If you're following how I'm doing it. It might mean that I might need some extra space going down here, but it's all going to basically be T-pipes. With one space between each of them. So I just need a lot of T-pipes and a lot of curvy pipes for this whole room. I doubt I'm going to be using very many straight pipes, they're just not needed. Now that looks, yeah, that's now saved me some pressure and pipe work. And I believe it or not, I've already got my 3 harvesters. So I now only need the drills. Which means I can connect the box up to that pipe there and then just have it fed in, and it will just supply that whole line. One box. I need 3 boxes for this whole entire room, which will give me 3 plus 5 plus 1. Actually, I think there's 6 upstairs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's okay, 7, 8. So it's going to be 11 altogether. Well, I might as well move this truck. Tell you what, I'm going to do I'll do the missions on this truck. So my hydro truck I can park over here. This one can do all my missions with. So far I brought the tier 3 rake. You alright?
Yeah.
What's up? Two notice boards for the missions. I've just come up with an awesome way of being able to deal with my piping system. It saves me a lot of space. I use some brain cells. God, that hurt. No, not really. I mean, this is me we're talking about. Right, so if I get 10 straight pipes, I'm gonna say, actually, if I get 20 of each, I'll get 10 conveyor belts as well. So let's go get 10 conveyor belts.
I don't suppose you can grab me this.
Soup! Right, so I want 10 of these.
Huh?
Do you know what? I'm starting to hate that pigging sound.
Huh?
Oh, that's the wrong one anyway. That was a game saving me from buying something else I didn't need.
Come have a gander.
Oh, fuck. I can't wait to complete this game so I don't have to play it anymore. I might play creative once, but I doubt it. Because at least a creative, you can have a magic wand that you can just go ding and it's done. You can set everything up really quickly because you've only got to buy one of each item and then just go click and it makes you another one. So if I want to, I can just go ping and it's done. The same as money. I mean, I could set it all up in red pipes within about 5 minutes, just simply because I'd be able to duplicate the thingy-majiggers. And it'd be all run off red piping. Oh, damn. I need to and it would be super quick as well because of it. So I'll probably do like one creative mode just to see what creative mode could be really about, because I could get really creative and set up like a huge farm with like 1,000,000 drills on it. I could have even more drills. Mm. 50 Tesco points. Let me guess, it's the postman. Dumbass dog. Right. We want, I'm guessing 20 of these. I'm going to just get 20 of each. Oh god, I'm not even counting. That's 5, 8. Oh fuck. Right, you can stay there. That's 10, right? Yep. Mind you, I play a modded game where I can actually order shit like in multiples. Hopefully it'll all just get, you know, I've lost count again. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. I know I'm going to prefer creative mode because it's just easy to play.
Huh?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12s is 13, 14, 15. Just get in the fucking bay. Now I've lost count, you fucking ass. One, 2, 3, 4. Need one of them. do me nicely.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, just get on the fucking van and behave. Oh, fucking patience for this game. The joys of ADHD, eh? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 8. 9. 10. That will do me nicely. Choo choo! Wrong side, dipshit. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, can you just not, like... That's it. That's the way I wanted it to be. Fucking hell. The fucking headache. I forgot about that as well. When you play in creative mode, you don't have to worry about feckin' repair either. Don't need a repair centre because you get like you get to buy like an item that basically means you don't need to repair your water system. Sounds like creative mode's going to be like the best mode for me. I mean, how many achievements have I got left? Let's have a look. Oh wow, I've got loads. What have I got to do? Sell something on the stock market, craft 50 gems by hand, catch 100 fish, get core stone from a harvester, accumulate 10, purchase a hydroneer, create 10 soups, make 100,000 from, get the maximum level fishing rod, plant 100 crops, deliver 10 soup requests, purchase a hydro prospector, grow 1,000 vegetables, purchase a hydro cropper, accumulate 10,000 farming guild tokens, and destroy 5,000 items in the logic destroyer. Oh yeah. I forgot about that one. Where's my other car gone? I can earn one now. Okay, that don't work. Oh, I don't want to, like, thank you. Reject. Hold W and spacebar in a truck for some seconds. What the f— I just got thrown halfway across the map. How fun was that? And that wasn't a point. And what was the point of that? I don't get it. I don't feel like I've achieved anything. Touch lava. Throw some coins in a well. And find the 4 relics. Oh. Right, I'll be back later.